Hello Leos, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. If you are a regular viewer, you know that Timsy is not naked. The tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I try to cut out as much astrology as I can, but as I say that, I literally cut my deck of cards, which is going to bring in an incoming star sign of some description for this particular read. The read we are doing is your life journey, Leo, and manifestations. It's linked with the Four of Cups, which came out for you in the All Signs overview I done for this, which was the full moon in your sign, actually, in Leo, on the 4th of August. Okay, yeah, I know, I'm still behind on them all, and I might go even further behind because I'm working away next week. Okay, so your person linked with this is the Queen of Spades, which is an Aquarian. Okay, so the way we'll do this is we'll get 5 cards out of there. One for your life journey, which will be there. One for your manifestations, which is there. What you don't see coming for both down there. A card here, how this Aquarian is connected to you. Now, the Four of Cups is an energy of disappointment. It's like having X amount of the ingredients to make something, but you're missing one, and you're disappointed because you now can't make it. It's an important ingredient. You can't just leave it out. It's something that you really need in there, and if you didn't have it in there, it just wouldn't work. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like the energy of the Four of Cups. Okay, to go with that, we have the Page of Swords. Disappointment, disappointing news, dramatic news. Okay, maybe a little element of spying involved in it all as well. After the cut, we have got the Nine of Pentacles. It's an energy of independence and freedom. It's an energy of windfalls and sort of unexpected money as well. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can. Maybe your life journey is all sorted at the moment and you don't need a tarot read for it. Maybe, just maybe, you're working from a different aspect of your birth chart. So, yeah, there we go. Go and check out that All Signs overview and see if anything else registers or resonates with you. And that is probably the one to watch. Okay, so there we go. That's all the main cards out. I'll put that down here out of the way. So let's see what your life journey is all about. Your life journey is the 10 of Swords currently at the moment. It is an ending. All the 10s indicate an ending to a journey or a situation, and a beginning to another one. Okay. It is a painful ending. It's a dramatic ending. It's sometimes seen as a treacherous ending. So maybe this hasn't ended quite the way you wanted it to. Your manifestations. Okay, it's oh, fuck, really. Is the Page of Swords. Okay, now the Page of Swords is telling us that I don't know, you're disappointed with your manifestations. You may not realize you're manifesting, or it could be the fact that you are really trying hard manifesting and you're disappointed that it hasn't come to fruition yet. Okay, maybe you're just being impatient. So let's see how this this Aquarian is connected to you. The Eight of Swords. Okay, I'm going to say it's a lot of overthinking for this Aquarian, or even perhaps it's an energy of willfully ignoring the situation. Is it just me, or has it got really dark just down there? Let's just fiddle with my camera a bit. There we go. That looks a bit bad, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to have to just clear my throat. I don't know if you can hear the wheeze, but I definitely can. Okay, that's better. Right, just a blink of an eye for you, and it was a little bit longer for me. So yeah, there's this energy of overthinking and possibly willfully ignoring the situation to do with this Aquarian. Okay, so let's do some clarifiers on these first, and then we will see where it is all going, what you don't see coming. Okay, so let's just do this 10 of Swords first. Have I mentioned that this is an all signs read and it may or may not resonate with you? I think I have. So why I am shuffling these, I will just like to point out that there are scammers about, and they hit anyone they think they'll be able to get money out of, using anyone they think people will pay. So me being a tarot reader, I'm probably not big enough to be on their radars yet, but if you ever get any texts messaging from me, emails or anything like that, asking or telling you that I'm going to give you a read for X amount of money, don't believe them. Don't believe the hype, because I don't do that. The way I do my pricing when I'm doing my private reads is I will do you the read, send it out to you, and then you pay me how much you think it's worth. Look at that, the 8 of Swords again. And that's how I do it. And I will wait for you to get in contact with me before I do anything like that. Normally through my email, which is SII or SII 78 at AOL.co.uk. No, it's not, it's a .com. It's a .com. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Swords and we've got the 8 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is all about pain. Yeah, I told you it was a painful ending. Maybe it was a breakup. Maybe you've been fired from a job where you thought you were quite secure. Maybe you had a car you loved and you wrapped it around a tree and it is no more. Obviously, you probably got a bit of pain from that as well. With the 8 of Swords, it is that overthinking. It's been trapped in a way of thinking. Maybe you're thinking, oh, how could they have fired me? I've been there since I've left school. I've been there for the last 10, 20, 30 years. I was indispensable. How could they have fired me? If it is a relationship, it's a similar sort of energy. It was possibly a long-term relationship. If not a long-term relationship, you always hyped up as the best there ever was, Leo, by this person. And then all of a sudden it's just like, no more. See you later. Okay, so crossing this is, look, a tower underneath that 2 of Swords is, well, a choice, a painful, difficult choice you have to make. Do you leave it all behind? Do you cut your losses? All your money you may have invested, you may have lost, and anything else you may have invested, may have lost, emotionally, physically, mentally. And do I go a different route, or do I try to fight for this? Okay, well, we'll find out down there. Okay, let's see what our Page of Swords is about. Bearing in mind, if you just have split up with someone you thought you were going to be with forever, or you've just been fired from a job that you thought you were indispensable in, and you'd been there for such a long time, you thought you were part of the furniture and you could never be fired. Well, maybe they didn't have a choice in the matter. Maybe they fired everyone. Maybe they laid everyone off. Yeah, maybe the company went under. Might have been taken out of their hands and yours. I mean, as a first kid. But that explains why you're now a little bit disappointed with your manifestations. Why haven't my manifestations come true? All this is happening for a reason, because there's something better for you down the line. That's your ego. You're disappointed with your manifestations. When you're disappointed with your manifestations, you start actually pumping that into the manifestation. The energies you are in will come off in that manifestation. Okay, so we got the 5 of Swords coming out for that, and that is your self-sabotagement. That's you ruining your manifestations with your negative energy. Okay, and think of it as you make yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee if you're into that, or maybe hot chocolate, and you decide, I'm going to have sugar in it today. So you get a spoon, yeah, and you start dipping it in, and then you realize it's actually a spoonful of salt, and only a few grains have actually gone into that cup of tea or coffee, but it's ruined. Yeah, when you start drinking that, you'll get that horrible salty taste of it. If you haven't quite got a whole teaspoon in or anything, it might just taste like you made your cup of tea with swimming pool water or seawater. If you put the whole teaspoon in, well, that is just disgusting. Ask my stepbrothers and my brothers, because I once made them cups of tea like that while they were painting, because they'd pissed me off. Nearly made them fall off the scaffold tower. But anyway, little reminiscing there. You know this, though, with that Ace of Swords coming out. You know the truth about it. But yet you're still doing it. You're still putting that negative energy in something what is meant to be positive. And even if you're just putting a little bit in, it's coming out negative. Crossing this is the 5 of Wands, you're in some sort of conflict about it all. That's what was underneath that. No, death. Yeah, your old manifestations are coming to an end and your new manifestations are starting. There you go. It's that simple, really. But yeah, you're a little bit conflicted by it all. You know you're doing it. You know you're sabotaging it. You know you're putting your own salt in your own cup of tea. But yet you're still doing it. Okay, you might be fighting against it, but then you are still doing it. Okay. So let's see how our Aquarian is linked to all this somehow. Okay, let's see how they are linked to the life journey. Okay, we'll take them too. We're going to have that one, the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So, and then there was love. Well, there is love between you and this Aquarian. But they're a little bit indecisive. Maybe there was love and they've withdrew that love because of some sort of actions you have taken. Maybe you lied about an ex you hooked up with one night while you were with this Aquarian or something like that, and now that love isn't 100%. It's not coming in. But the Four of Pentacles is still saying that they're hanging on to this energy. They're hanging on to you a little bit. Then they haven't quite let you go fully. There could be a chance to get this a little bit better. Crossing this is the Strength. Okay, both the Four of Pentacles and the Strength card, they have fear attached to it. The fear of loss and the fear of not being enough, basically. But they are trying to be enough. They are trying to get the strength in to maybe turn the other cheek and forgive and forget. They'll probably never forget. They might be able to forgive. Okay, so let's have a look at your manifestations. How are they linked with your manifestations then, universe? How are they linked with Leo's manifestations? Yes, them too then, is it? Okay. The Six of Cups. Okay. And the Queen of Wands. So they could be someone from the past. They could be maybe an old childhood friend, an old school friend, an old work colleague or something like that. Yeah, they're very attractive. You find them very attractive with that Queen of Wands. Maybe that's what you're manifesting. Maybe you might not be manifesting directly for this Aquarian back, but someone like that Aquarian. There was a lot of good, happy times between you two. There could be a soul connection, a soul contract attached to you two still. They could be a deep soulmate or maybe a twin flame with that Six of Cups coming out. But with the Queen of Wands, yes, they may have been very attractive to you, or you may have found them very attractive, but there was also this element of, I don't know, two-facedness, hypocritical, I'm actually going to say. Maybe they were a little bit of a hypocrite. Okay, maybe with you or maybe with others, but maybe that was just something about it all. Crossing this is the Four of Wands. This could be someone you had married once, or maybe even still married to them. With the Four of Wands coming out, it could also just be someone that may be committed somehow, either to you or someone else, or maybe someone you want to commit to. Okay, so let's see where this is all going. The Star. Okay, what you don't see coming is the Star. We had a Tower underneath the other crossing card up there. Underneath that Two of Swords was the Tower, wasn't it? And after every tower, you get a star. It's a little bit like after every rainstorm, you get sun. So, the Star. This is your manifestations. It links with that. And it's funny because the Virgo one literally linked with that as well. So your life journey is now going down the route of your manifestations, which kind of also implies the universe might be starting to pay up on your manifestations. Okay, the Star is also maybe you're going to be put into the limelight somehow. Maybe if you did sleep with one of your exes while you were with this Aquarian, that maybe that's coming out into the public eye. Maybe it's not just going to be the few choice people who knew about it now. Maybe everyone's going to know about it, family and of all involved and things like that. The Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords, which I know I don't do the whole astrology thing with the tarot cards, but is the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Spades would equate to a Queen of Swords. Okay, and the Queen of Swords is coming down here, and that is also an air sign energy, like an Aquarius. That's why that's Aquarius. Okay, so yeah, the Queen of Swords. Maybe there's new love with this person. Maybe they're coming back into your life for a second chance or something like that. Or maybe like your life journey is heading you back into that direction. Maybe it's not them directly. Maybe it's someone around them that you need in your life at the moment. The Knight of Pentacles is telling us this could be taking its time. It's not going to be a quick thing. So maybe this read was originally worked out to be from like the new moon up until maybe the full moon. This could be maybe a year or two down the line. Okay, it's going to be a slow, steady plod. Maybe it would just be at first you start thinking about this person again, and maybe you will then start dreaming about this person, and maybe you will start bumping into this person or seeing this person as you're going to random places, and then actually physically bumping into them, and so on. And it will gradually build up the pace with that Knight of Pentacles. It's probably all to do with them not quite letting go of your energies. So you've got the King of Cups saying they've got love for you, but they're a little bit holdy backy of it. They're not willing to give you that love at the moment, but maybe they will start slowly but steadily filling that Ace of Cups up. That was easy for me to say. Ace of Cups up for you again, but it will be taking time. The Knight of Pentacles is a practical planner. They make sure that everything is all done correctly before moving on to the next stage. Okay, underneath that is that Nine of Pentacles we saw in the cup, which is talking about, well, possibly the end of freedom and the end of independence. Or maybe it's a relationship with them again, but without the, what is it? They're not the cohabitation, the codependence. Maybe you won't be quite so dependent on them this time around, or maybe they won't be quite so dependent on you this time around. Okay, so let's have a little look-see at where your manifestations are going. Strength. Can you see how this all links? Because strength was crossing there. Okay, so what you don't see coming about your manifestations is it's coming, and it's coming strong. Okay, it's going to hit you. So quite literally, yeah, it's going to start off small. It's going to build up energy, and it's going to get bigger and bigger, and then it's going to bowl you over. Okay, like the imagery on this card is that woman was strong enough to tame a lion. Okay, so that's kind of like what it is, and well, not doing that whole astrology thing. You're a lion. Okay, this woman is strong enough to tame you, Leo. Not necessarily a woman. It could be a man. Doesn't really matter. Depends on what you're wanting. Depends on what you're manifesting. It's just the imagery on the card. Okay, so this person is going to be strong enough to tame you, strong enough to put you in your place, strong enough to hold you back from your fiery temperament and the like. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups. Okay, your manifestations may come about in some sort of group setting. Maybe it's going to be some sort of party or wedding or some sort of get together, and it's going to leave you a little bit sort of like anxious about this. This is kind of like the culminating point of this Knight of Pentacles. This is when the Knight of Pentacles has finally reached its destination. So you might be a little bit anxious and a little bit sort of nervous about the whole scene and setting for it all, because yeah, you've got that Three of Cups. There's going to be other people around. Maybe it's marriage counselling. Maybe you've separated and you're coming back and you're giving it a second go, and you're going to go to marriage counselling. The Three of Cups can be a card of group communication or support groups and the like. And maybe you're a little bit anxious about how it's going to go and what's going to happen. Now, we've got the Nine of Pentacles crossing this time. And the Nine of Pentacles is talking about the independence, it's talking about the windfall, the financial or capital gain, or it could be just any form of gain out of nowhere. You got some sort of like payout, if you will. Now it could be emotional payout, could be financially payout, it could be a divorce and you're getting a settlement. Okay, and this would be all the courts, and this would be you anxious about going through it. But this is where your manifestation is taking you. So whatever you're sort of manifesting, you do need to be careful, because you will need to have the strength to do it, or what you're manifesting in is going to be that strong, is going to be able to like hold you back in a good sense. Okay, not hold you back from what you want, hold you back from doing something stupid. And the reason I said this time we've got the Nine of Pentacles here is because the card underneath that last time was the Death card, and that's what it is under this again. Yeah, so when this manifests itself, that will then die. That will be that thing dying, and then you will be getting your new manifestations after that. So if you're manifesting like, oh, once I get separated or divorced from this person, I will then find my dream person. Well, yeah, once you get divorced, once that one's over, yes, your next manifestation will be coming in. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I had some cards made for me by a friend of mine. They have a lot better handwriting than me, so that's why I got them to do it. And basically, they're just little comments on cards. It's like, what would your person want to say to you? So what would your Aquarius want to say to you about all this right now? Okay, and there we go. There's the card. It came flying out. Oh, Leo. They want to tell you, well, you made your choices. Okay, and yeah, it's kind of like you've made your bed. Now lay in it. Okay, you've made your choices. Or it could be saying your choices you have made might not necessarily be the right choices. It's something about your choices you've made. Maybe you made choices without them. Maybe, as I said, maybe you slept with an ex-partner just the once. Well, maybe you've done it multiple times. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't, once or multiple times, it's just as bad, isn't it? Or maybe it was just some random. Okay, maybe it was just some random you found and, I don't know, got foolish with. But you made your choices. That's what they're telling you is basically now you're paying the price of those choices you've made. Okay, hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, that is fantastic. Please like this video and let the YouTube algorithm know that you liked this video and that you enjoyed it by hitting that thumbs up button. If you didn't like it and you're still here, well, thank you for your time. It's 20 minutes and I'm sorry I've wasted it. But if you want, you can hit the thumbs down button. I don't mind. I'm a big boy. I can take that. Okay, but I am also curious. I would like to know why. So if you can leave that in the comments, you can leave anything in the comments if you want. Tell me how good this was. Tell me how bad this was. Tell me if my lighting's off. Tell me if my sound quality is poor. I don't mind. Drop it in the comments. Unless you do these things, I can't do anything about them. Okay, I do try to get back to the comments as quick as I can. Now, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, I would strongly recommend that you do so as you are hitting that thumbs up or thumbs down, because then you will get notifications of my other videos. And ironically, yes, if you have hit the thumbs down and you didn't like this read, you might still want to subscribe, so you can hit the thumbs down more often. Okay, it's up to you. I don't mind. Okay, so until the next time you Leos are watching one of my videos, you will be good out there.